What's going on, guys? It's your boy JC Nerdy Treasures coming at you. So today, like I said yesterday, we are trying something brand new, and I look for your guys' input on all of this. So to everybody jumping in, hello Brian. To everybody jumping in, this is something I just wanted to try out and see how you guys like it. Let me know. We are going to be doing genealogy. And I'm going to try to do this once a week. And I'm kind of excited about it because this is something I really get into. I really enjoy genealogy. It's one of those nerdy things about me. I love getting into my past and discovering who I am. What's going on, PewDiePie and Grumpy Skunk? I'm going to go ahead and put on Instagram that I went live. So while I do, so tonight we are going to be using Ancestry.com. I know there's other websites that we're able to use, like you can use free sites like FamilyTree.com. MyHeritage has some really good stuff. There's different types of sites that do really good stuff with your genealogy. So I wanted to jump on here and let you guys know that it's pretty simple to do and simple to get started, and I want to show you how to do that and to give you some cheaper ways that you could do Ancestry or another not high price but another really good priced genealogy site. Ancestry I think was like $30 a month or something like that. What's going on, Dana? How are you doing? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on Instagram and let everybody know I'm doing this. So give me just 1 second. I don't even know if I can do that. I'm just going to add everybody that I can. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Can y'all hear me okay? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go live on Instagram while I'm live on YouTube. So, okay. Okay. Just wanted to let everybody know that I am actually live on YouTube, and I am going to be doing my first ever genealogy. So get on there and check me out. I'm Nerdy Treasures on YouTube. I'm so uncomfortable when I do that type of stuff, but when I talk to you guys, I'm pretty good. So I don't know. So yeah, Ancestry. It's pretty simple to get started on Ancestry. When you first sign in, they'll give you your sign-in name and you do your password just like any other regular website. And I hope I did this right. I pulled up OBS. I hope you guys can't see the interacting thing that I'm using. What's going on, Smitty Rock? Tat79, how are you doing? But yeah, so with Ancestry, like I've been doing Ancestry for quite a while. There's quite a few trees. I'm going to go down to create manage so I can start a new one. So I help other people outdo their trees. So if you're interested in that, hit me up on Instagram or whatever you want to do. I have no problem helping people out. I do it at my own pace, though, because I do have a lot of stuff that I have to get done. So you whenever you get started on your family tree, it's going to bring up one box and you put your information. Now, before you get started with your family tree, you're going to have to come up with all this type of information that you can gather on your own. Like your mother, her birthplace, her birth date, your father, his birthplace, his birth date, grandparents, birthplace, birth dates, residencies of where they may have lived. There's other things that you could come up with, but the closer you can get the ancestry or mainframe to pick up a hint, the better, because sometimes it's a little wacky sometimes. So I'm going to start with somebody in my family. I'm not going to start with me, just for purposes of discretion. So I'm going to start with my grandmother, and I'm going to do her maiden name. So it really can't be traced back to me. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And her maiden name was Lizzie. Her last name was Miracle. She was a female, obviously. Give me just a second. I had my notepad right here. There it is. So she was a female. She is no longer living, so it's going to pop up death and death place. I actually don't have her death date on me, but I do have her birth date on me, and her birth date was 7/20/1930. So, and she was born in, give me just a second, she was born in Bell, Kentucky. So we'll put that in there. Right there. We'll hit continue. And it's going to pop up. So this is where it's going to probably pop up whatever your name is and who you are right there where it says Lizzie Miracle. And you could add your spouse right there. I will do that shortly, but I am going to keep going with my grandmother. And I'm going to go back to her parents, which are Cordell Dean and Mossy. We got some country folk in my family. So, Cordell Dean. I'm not going to put his birth date. Actually, I probably could. His birth date is January 29th. A second. Blah! January 29th, 1898. So, January 29th, 1898. I'm going to hit save because that's all I really need to do. He is also deceased. It will make you say that. So I'm going to hit save. And honestly, I really don't care if a lot of people jump on or if people watch later, because this is something I really wanted to do. I think it's fun for me to find those, why I called it, I'm starting to call it Nerdy's Historical Treasures, is because that's what these are for me. If you find a little bit of history in your, see, it pops up something called a potential mother for Lizzie Miracle. And it should say review details, and it's Mossy Miracle, which is actually her mom. So we're going to accept that. Let me get up here. Try that again. But like I said, this is for me, and you'll understand when I show you what I mean by it's a treasure. Okay, so and Lizzie Miracle popped up a hint. All this stuff's starting to pop up. starting to come into place, and it's really cool. I enjoy stuff doing this. Then you got these hints, which she's got 8 hints on her right now. So his side of family back to Ireland. Yeah, so I actually will show you my ancestry here in just a few minutes, but like I said, I want to get started with her. And it pop up hints like where she was from. There's trees that say where she came from. So I've been doing my family tree on here for about, I want to say 9 years, and I've gotten a good little chunk out of it. So it's popping up all these hints, and all you got to do is go through and accept them all. That is like that one. I know she was in Sacramento because that's where she died at, and so I'm gonna accept that. Another thing to look out for whenever you're doing these types of things, if the mother's older, this is all person entered. It's not coming from a mainframe system. It is coming from people entering this information. So you have to be on the lookout for everything. Back because of various adoptions, such as, but yeah, it is cool to discover stuff like this, and like I'll show you in just a second. But when you get stuff like this, and let me keep going. Let's see what would be a good one, like this right here. Angel miracle, no, that ain't. And Angel's my aunt. That's her sister. So Papa, Find a Grave. Find a Grave is a really good source to use, and it pulls up my grandma's tombstone. To be honest, and pictures like this you won't really get anywhere else. So I'm gonna click go to the website. If it'll do it. I guess it won't do it. I don't know. Okay, so we'll do that. But yeah, so I'm going to save that to me. And it'll pop up all this information to put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. What's going on, Kelly Zufeld? I appreciate you coming in. Probably we might find that related, Christina. That's kind of cool. I mean, I did do my DNA test, and it has a lot of people that I have no idea who they are. So you might be one of them. I don't know. But that is another thing that is a good, helpful thing with Ancestry is they do have the DNA test, and it's kind of cool to use those DNA tests because it'll show, like they just did an update, and it showed that I don't have a bunch of Latino like I thought I did. I pretty much have none, but I've always thought I did, and it's curious for me because my situation. And also, it brought up I had a lot of Scottish instead of Irish, which was a surprise to me. And it's like you see these commercials for genealogy or the ancestry DNA where the guy says he traded his kilt for a lederhosen, and that's pretty much what I'm having to do because all this stuff is different to me now. It's you can't always rely on what your mom said or what your dad said. There's facts you gotta face, and like let me pull this up. I don't know if it'll pop this up like right here. Yeah, there we go. So it'll pull up stuff like this. This is what I call a nerdy treasure. So I'm gonna zoom in. I get to zoom in, and you get to see the signatures of people from your past. Like my grandmother. This is my family right here, and my grandmother wasn't even born yet. This is her sister. Suel was the son, yeah, and see, it's all these people, and these are the types of treasures that I like to find because it's just interesting to me because you can follow this all the way to the right, and you can find out how old they were at this time, how old they were when they first got married, where their family was from. Apparently, everybody in this family is from Kentucky, and you can find out what he did for a living. Like he worked as a tannery. I actually don't know what that is, but I'll have to research that later. Um, so yeah, I mean it's kind of cool, and it also tells him what his wage was. Like that was how much he brought home a year. So that's kind of cool. Um, and it tells them if they've been in school or not. It's just those types of little treasures that I love to find because it reveals a little bit about yourself from the past, and you wonder why sometimes you're the way you are, and this is why. Like, I know my grandfather was a really hard worker, and I've heard stories about how hard he worked, and uh, he was making leather goods. Okay, yeah. So I heard about how hard people worked in my past, and I always wondered why I was such craftsman because I like to do a lot of craft stuff. I like to build stuff with my hands, and it's just stuff like that. Yeah, taking hide, stringing them into leather. Yeah, I've heard of that somewhere. So let me go back. Didn't mean to click that. So we'll take you into mine. You're gonna see my name. I don't care. So this is my tree. JC is short for James Clinton, but I don't like that name, so I go by JC. And you go back and back. And I can click this one, which is the row side of me. Keep going. And I got a potential father there. And Frederick Rowe back in 1790 was from North Carolina, and it says there's a potential father for him. So I've been working at it for a little bit. It says Beaufort, Carolina Colony before. Yeah, it was the colonies. So I don't see. Oh, there's Carl Frederick Rowe. And it's got his birthday, and there's his brother Daniel James, who somehow my name came down from that. So I'm going to say this is true. So I'm going to accept this. But this is the type of stuff that I'm into. Do you guys have any type of questions for this type of stuff? Like, have you thought about doing your own ancestry? I actually have no idea what's going on in the chat. I see chat over here off the right. It's ancestry. Yeah, that's right. Give me just a second. So, I mean, it's stuff like this that interests me. I don't care. Like I said, I don't really care how many people watch. I just want to show people what side am I on that leaves people that they found. Yeah, I'm using Ancestry, Christina. And I'll show you my DNA. So, my DNA. This is actually my father-in-law's, which that's my father-in-law right there. But I have it linked to his. That's a way you can make this cheaper, because if you do decide that you want to pursue this, that you can click. Yeah, leaves are potential matches and hints. But if you decide you want to pursue this and make it a little bit cheaper, you can find somebody else that's doing this or find somebody else that wants to do this, and you can go in on the same price because it's like I think it's like I said, it's like $30, but if you split that price, it's 15. I mean, and if you can do as many trees as you want, so you can make it to where there's like 30 people on your one account and have to pay $1 a piece for a month. So it's just stuff like that. So I'm going to dive into my story. And this is all updated. They updated their stuff not too long ago. So Um, I don't pay 30 a month. My father-in-law, this is his account, and I pay him 10 because somebody else does. So pretty much, like I said, that's the cheapest way to do it is find other people that want to do it and get with somebody. There's also the option of hiring a genealogist to do this for you. Now that's where it gets a little bit pricey because if you do that, go that route and hire a genealogist, I think they were wanting to find my great grandma I was trying to find before, and they were wanting 2,500, and I was like, I can't do that. There's no way in heck I could do that. Hello, Susie's channel. Welcome to the stream. And I just like, yeah, I'm good. I'll do it on my own. So, sometimes you'll hit a roadblock on Ancestry or my family tree or heritage, whatever you're using. And there's ways to around that roadblock. So, this, let me start off by saying being into genealogy will make you feel like you're a little bit twisted because you'll get excited to see an obituary. And most people don't really get that excited to see an obituary, but if you find something like I found my grandmother's great grandmother's obituary from Toledo from like early mid 1800s, and I was ecstatic, and it was just fun. Yeah, that's what this is. This is my DNA. So I'm going to show this off. So it says England, Wales, Northwestern Europe. I have 60%, which is kind of funny because the 60% that they put, there's a map that they show. Let me go back to show this map. Let me see if I can find that map. So, Germanic, half my family's German, so that don't surprise me. Or you find yourself, yeah, there you go. Find yourself taking pictures of headstones, yeah. How much was DNA? I think we paid 75 when I first did it, and that was like 2 years ago. And I know they have deals like where when Labor Day comes around or when Christmas comes around, it's like $50. So I would look for those deals. So, what's going on, Avery? Thank you for coming in. So yeah, um, I'm trying to find that map actually. Let me go back. Yeah, I don't know how. I'm trying to work browser and OBS and it's not really working for me. Yeah. So here's the thing. When I looked up the map on that DNA search, um, my basically my family was completely surrounding Scotland. The Western Europe that it says, or the Eastern Europe that it says, the thumbprint is all around Scotland and the northern part of England. So I'm pretty much Scottish. So 60, I'm going to count most of that as Scottish. So yeah. Yes, I do think more Irish, but I was a little bit frustrated with that because I've been told a lot of Irish. So to be told I'm Scottish, the complete opposite to me, is a little frustrating. Irish and English, that's a good assumption. Um, you do have a lot of blondish red hair, so that's a good assumption that that's you. I don't want that one. And then back to that. I'm trying to figure out why it's doing that. It's supposed to go to my map, but it's not. And then you can go into here and it's got matches and you can connect it to your. Um, I will be better prepared next time, next Thursday. This Thursday is like a flyby. I want to learn a little bit more about how to do OBS before I do that. But I'm going to go. It does act winky. Alright, so view all DNA matches. So from here, it'll pull up a crap ton of people, and it'll say like they're your 15th cousin or second cousin. And I actually have been in discussion with that person. And if you watch this later, I'm your cousin. But I've been in discussion with this person, Miller, and they are actually my grandmother's brother. No, my grandfather's sister kids. So it's kind of cool because it got that completely right. And then you keep going down, and you get new matches every day. Jessica Long, I'm completely related to. I know who she is. Vanderpool, I know who they are. And you keep going down and down and down and down and down. I'm at fourth cousins, and that's just page one. What's going on, Joseph Girl? How are you doing? Thank you for coming to the stream. So that is the first portion of my ancestry or my genealogy. Um, so, it's, but DNA is kind of cool because if you have a tree on Ancestry, you can link it to them. Like, I can hit view match and it's going to pull up all this stuff. Yeah. So, it's going to pull up all this stuff on here. Bob Ross. That's kind of cool. I like the Bob Ross pops. But, I can link, see where they, right here, it says Bernard's my great-grandfather. That's my grandfather, and that's their grand aunt, or my grand aunt. So that's how we're connected. So that's kind of cool. So I think Thursdays, I'm going to be doing this a little bit more. Um, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys have any questions about how you can be doing this, let me know, and I will. Don't hesitate to ask, and I will help you out as much as I possibly can. I'll help you get started. I'll help you through some questions that you have. If you want some help, bought a Chase one for $25. Oh, that's cool. Um, so yeah, I mean, if you guys have questions, let me know. I have a comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Instagram. I'm trying to do this at least once a week. I enjoy doing genealogy. It's something I have a great passion for. Um, I'm all about the nerdy treasures, and this is just another one of them. Brian, I'm going to talk to you later. I'm going to hit you up on Instagram and talk to you about Saturday. Yeah, nerdy like this. That's what it is. I'm going to talk to you about Saturday, and tomorrow we have OSI, which is our wrestling, and we have a lot to talk about. So, what's going on, Quick Draw? How are you doing? So, yeah, if you guys missed it, you found out what my real name is. It's James Clinton. That's why I go by JC. I'm not a really big fan of being called James, so I prefer JC. I've been JC through half my life. So, but yeah, this is my genealogy, and it keeps going back. And so next time I'll be a little bit more prepared, and I'll figure out what I want to cover. I'll talk about a certain subject, and we'll go over. I hate Jimmy. That's actually my uncle's name, and I do not like going by Jimmy. I really don't. That aggravates me. So, I know other people are alive, and I'm sorry that I'm stepping on their toes, but I planned this for right now, and I mean, I'm excited to do this type of stuff. And I really don't have a YouTube channel of the week since I'm just now getting back into it. I'm gonna probably be doing it more or less at the very end of the week. I'm gonna be hitting YouTube up, but I mean, at the beginning of the week, I have school that I'm gonna have to bust out of here. So let me go ahead and close this real quick. I'm gonna close that. Nope, wrong one. Open that back up. Close that. I'm gonna pull me back up. Nope. There I go. I'm not as good as Sean Ryan at that. Alright, so what's going on, Miggly Pops? How are you doing? I was doing a little bit of ancestry a little bit. So I appreciate everybody coming on and checking me out and checking out what I've got going with the ancestry or the genealogy, that what you ever want to call it. Trying to figure out a better name for it. I don't know if historical treasures is anything good, but I don't know. I kind of like it. So, been collecting NHL Upper Deck. Those cards are, the old ones are pretty worth a pretty penny. So how's everybody doing? What's going on, Crip 6? How are you doing? I actually have a little bit time to spare. Nerdy Ancestry. I like that. Nerdy Ancestry. Of course, I would have to give some credit to Ancestry.com, which I will because they are awesome. Hopefully they see this and they hook me up with some free Ancestry.com. So, I know, like I said, I'm stepping on somebody's live stream, and I apologize, but like I haven't done this in forever, and I'm cool talking to some people, just building some people up, seeing how everybody's doing. Miggly Pops, how you been, man? I heard that you hit the 100 mark, so congratulations are in order for that. If you guys aren't checking out Miggly Pops, you need to. He's got a really good channel. Matter of fact, I will make him my new YouTube channel of the week. So we could do that. We'll make Miggly Pops my new YouTube channel for this next week. And that goes all the way until next Thursday. I'll hit you up, Brian. I appreciate you stopping in, man. What's going on, Steve Technophile? How are you doing? I'm thirsty, sorry. Yeah, so Niggly Pops, you've got a great channel. I enjoy your watching your stuff. So if you guys aren't checking him out, I know I haven't been on for a little bit. It's been like once a week, and I really it's been bugging me, and I'm been like I got to get back on, but not right now. I got to get back on, but not right now. See, just became my new YouTube channel a week, and you already got a subscriber. There you go. That's what we do here. Christina Payne is an awesome subscriber if you have any. I got people texting me. So, uh, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that the or I should keep doing the ancestry thing? What's going on, Imstad? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Because like, I started the way it started. I don't know if I should do myself because I've always been a little bit weary of that. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just trying to figure out if this is something I should pursue or not. I mean, it is a nerdy treasure for me, so I think that it would fit right into the channel. Okay, keep doing it. All right, so I'll figure out like a subject for next week, and we will go on that subject. And I guess I could stick to it. So that's what I'll do is on Thursdays from now on will be Ancestry. So it will be Nerdy Ancestry apparently. And I will credit that name to, who said that? Somebody said Nerdy Ancestry. Who was it? I can't scroll up on this. Bob Ross, huh? You'll give away a 6-inch Thanos if you reach 200. That's perfectly doable. So, if you guys don't know, Miggly Pops just became my new YouTube channel of the week. We are going to be boosting him up for the next week, starting today to next Thursday. So, oh, Miggly said it. Thank you, Miggly. There you go. So, Miggly just named the Thursday stream, too. So, show him some love. I've been following a lot of YouTubers lately and like watching a lot of streams. I watch M's dad stream all the time. I try to rewatch it whenever I can. If I miss it during the night, I try to rewatch it the next day to see who all won and who all did great. He's got a really good stream, so show him some love if you're not already supporting him. I've been trying to up my game on YouTube like I had been saying I was going to do, and I just haven't been able to make it to YouTube. So now that I have some devoted time to YouTube, this is going to be interesting. So today, on Thursdays from now on, will be Ancestry Thursdays or Nerdy Ancestry. Friday has been taken over by OSI. We are changing our days for OSI. It is no longer going to be on Wednesday, and I'm going to change OSI up a little bit. Instead of having the same people over and over and over and over, I'm going to invite new people whenever I can. Same thing with my new sports talk I'm going to be doing because I am a sports nerd as well. Nerdy treasures, there you go. I'm all about the nerdy. But I will be doing sports on Saturday, and I am a huge football fan, and we're going to be talking about the football games coming up Sunday. We'll be talking about some NBA. CFL, I will talk about for Lindsay B. I know she's watching. I'll talk CFL for you. I know the Calgary Stampede's doing really good, and that's about all I know about CFL. But I'll dive into it a little bit more. 49ers or Patriots? I'd rather see Oakland right there. But I don't know. Everybody's got their own team, and I appreciate it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting for the next couple of days. Uh, the sports thing is going to be brand new. I'm going to have somebody different every week. I'm going to try to anyway, with reoccurring guests as always. Like for OSI, I'm going to have reoccurring guests. Like I'm sure Dre is going to be part of every OSI, but we're going to trade that third person out. Um, your parents are Chiefs fans. Um, I'm actually pulling for the Chiefs as much as I hate the Chiefs. I'm pulling for them just so they can win. And I know Brian, who is my guest on Saturday, will be pulling for him. And I'm actually pulling for him. So that's one time I could say that. It hurts to say that, but I can say that. Yes, XFL will be starting February 2020. And that's going to be something I want to talk to Brian about. There's going to be a couple of other things. I'm going to have some, instead of like flip flopping from subject to subject, I'm going to line everything out. It's going to be like a little sports talk show. Just like OSI. I'm going to line out OSI from now on. And it's not going to be what happened here. Let's guess what's going to be next. It's going to be lined out, and I'm going to figure out what subject I want to talk about next, what show we want to talk about. Like this week, I know I want to talk about Raw, SmackDown, and then I want to talk about AEW because a lot of people are being blown up on this AEW, and it hasn't even had a match. So, you're a Redskins. I get you. So you must have hated it when Dallas was winning. Oh, I can't hate on the Redskins. I really don't care about the NFC anything, actually. If I had an NFC team, it'd probably be 49ers. As much as it pains me to say that because I think AEW is going to be see, that's going to be talk for tomorrow because I don't know, to be honest. I think it's getting too big like WCW did. Dallas is your brother's team. That makes sense too. So you got like a house divided all around, Christina. I know we got the Steeler fans in the house. Uh, what's going on, Bricks Bear? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I do. I think it's going to be a lot like WCW. It's going to have a big hype to it, but once it gets settled, I don't think there's going to be much competition to WWE. Go Dallas Cowboys. Ooh. That's a rough statement after losing that match or that game, so I don't know. But yeah, so that is all I had for tonight. I appreciate everybody coming on for this brand new segment. I hope to figure something out. I'll have a game plan for next Thursday. And as always, I will have some new stuff coming out. So I'll have some new stuff coming out probably with Pops in the next couple of days. I want to do a hunt video, which I haven't done in so long. I think my camera can do this one because I got a brand new phone, so I hope it works better. Yes, my son's Eagles and Cowboys, no love for the Skins. Yeah. That's how it is. Like, if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes and my belief in him, I'd be cursing Kansas City right now. But I kind of want to be beat by the best if we're going to be beat at all. So if Kansas City wins it all, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. Got you excited to talk about wrestling. See, that's what I'm hoping for. So tomorrow it's going to be me and Dre. I don't have a guest yet. So if I come up with one by tomorrow, I'm still going to use the same layout that I'm going to use for me and Dre, but it's going to be with two guests. I'm kind of hoping to turn it into more OSI, into more like sports talk show, kind of like that. Just like if you ever watch ESPN, they have First Take and stuff. I want to do that type of argument show. Or if you watch Fox Sports, they have Skip and Shannon. They do that type of stuff. I want that type of environment. I miss him too. It's been a while, and I think this is going to be his coming back. I'm not sure. We'll see. This is probably going to be my coming back. I don't know. What's going on, collecting couple? So I'm about to get off here in like 5 minutes. So is there any questions you had for me? Like, I don't know. I've been gone a while. Is there anything you guys want to say to me, or have you missed me, or what? What's going on, Jacob Luna? How are you doing? We miss you. I missed you too. It's been a while. I feel like it's been forever, but it's only been a week. Hell yeah, we missed you. Good to be missed. So I'm going to be coming back full steam. I mean, it's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are going to be my regular days because I really do have to. This semester, I have to hunker down and get focused on my schooling. Um, Last semester, I let the ball drop a little bit, and that it really showed with my YouTube because I paid a lot more attention to YouTube than my schooling, and I had to drop a class because I wasn't going to be able to pass it. And my grades, to be honest, in school right now, I have a almost, I think it's a 3.8 GPA, so I can't let that drop if I'm going to get my scholarships for my master's degree, or if I'm going to get my grants for my bachelor's degree. I can't let my associates drop. So I have to stay to the task, and I think Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are sufficient enough for the week. But I will have little videos throughout the week, and I might have an ambush Tuesday. We might do ambush Tuesday. We'll just see. Because I really miss my ambushing. So we'll be doing that here pretty soon too. Hello, Nelly Beauty Joy. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? So yeah, I have to focus on school first. And obviously when I'm here at work, I can't really focus on anything but work. But I gotta hunker down. That's what I gotta do. And I'm trying to, like I said, I've been trying to make the schedule perfect that it fits you guys plus me, because I don't want to let you guys down, and I really try not to let you guys down. But I gotta focus on me as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm gonna be hitting YouTube, but throughout the week, I will be doing probably little videos. Like if I have a mystery box come in, I'll do that. Or if I want to go do a hunt, I'll post that or something else. Oh, no problem. I'll try to pop a video on to say hello and everything. It's just, it gets tiring sometimes. And then Sundays obviously are up in the air too, because I have church and everything, obviously. But I also want to do some stuff with you guys. Yeah, I'll pass it. I'm gonna pass. I promise you. I've got some really tough classes this semester, so we'll find out. So, how's everybody else been? Like I've got about 5 more minutes till I have to go back to work, so I just want to say thank you everybody for coming. Miggly Pops is in the chat right there, the one saying don't let me down. Show him some love. He is my new YouTube channel of the week. We are trying to get him to 200 before next Thursday. Right now he is sitting at 130, right? Or what are you sitting at now? Yep, he's sitting at 130. 31. So show Miggly Pop some love. He's got a great channel. He's got a lot of good content. He does a lot of good. If you're down for, if you like Pops He's got a really good channel for you to go watch. He does a lot of cool unboxings. He's got some Overwatch stuff he's got on his channel right now. Let's see what else he's got on here. And I might have him on as a guest on one of my shows. You never know. He was at Anime New York City. He's just got a bunch of cool stuff on his channel. You should go check him out. I know I like watching his smuggler bounty boxes. That's what got me into him. Thank you, Christina Payne. So as you guys see, I'm back. I'm going to be back for a little bit. Let me make sure that I'm going to pass this class, and I'm going to keep this schedule as well. So I will see you guys tomorrow night for OSI, 6:30 Central. And hopefully we'll have Dre back. He said he was possibly going to be able to be there. And I'm going to find somebody else to come on to the show so I can ask those hard-hitting questions that everybody wants to see. So thank you guys for coming on. Show some love to Miggly Pops. As always, I have to say it. Happy hunting because it's worth it. Even if it's hunting for historical treasures. Happy hunting because it's worth it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.